Hello my friends, today I am back with a special tutorial. We will learn front-end dashboard, inventory, kitchen monitor, user role with food menu plugin. Just like in the previous tutorial, let's start by selecting online ordering first. Then navigate to the front-end dashboard and then general. Let's enable this first and then choose your dashboard page as my account. If you want, you can enable or disable header footer visibility and dashboard logo. If you click on here, it will redirect you to the dashboard. After that, click on Save Changes. So let's click on here to view it. And here it is. This is the appearance of food menu dashboard. If you want, you can change and upload your customized dashboard logo for this. It is an example of it. In the next, go to the Order Management, where you can configure order management features for the front-end dashboard. Here you can see the order. According to the order management, you can set your order per page. Next, exclude product types. You can choose any options from these given options. Next, new order badge status, which will be added only to order placed with this status. You will only select the appropriate option here based on the status of your order. Then save your changes. Now let's back to the dashboard again. Reload this page first. And here you can see your added order. And these are the orders that are currently in the processing stage. Now in the next stage, we will learn inventory management. So navigate to the inventory first and enable inventory management. Then set your low stock threshold. And according to the waste reason, you can manage the reasons available when recording waste. Then save your changes. Now go to your My Account page, navigate to the inventory and go to the stock overview, where you can see all the details about your inventory along with the product name, category, sales, waste, and also the total inventory. Let's click on here. You can add your inventory quantity for your opening stock. And click on waste option for adding the quantity of your wastage. And then state the reason. If you want, you can write a short note about it. Then click on OK, and thus your wastage will be added successfully. Let's back to the settings again. If you further want, you can change your low stock threshold. Let's back to your My Account page and then Stock alerts, where you can see all the active alerts here. If the quantity of your product or item becomes low, it will be marked as low stock and it will automatically display the quantity of your stock. Now go to the waste again. From here you can see the product name along with the reason of your wastage. As you can see here, the reasons are displayed as damaged, expired, spoiled, and etc. If you need to add any other reason, you can also add it here. Let's save these changes first and go to the My Account page to see it. Navigate to Stock Overview. Click on Waste for your specific item. Say the quantity. Provide the reason as spoiled first and then click on OK to add it successfully. Now you will be able to see the reason for your wastage. And here it is. And this is how you can control your inventory management. In the next step, we will learn about Kitchen Monitor. For this, navigate to the front-end dashboard and go to the Kitchen Monitor. From here, while enable the kitchen monitor option, a live kitchen display page for monitoring and managing incoming orders in real time. Here you can see a guideline of how the kitchen monitor works for the order flow through these 4 steps. Then select status to display as filter tabs and status change buttons. Not only that, you can also choose your complete order status. If you enable default sound notification, your kitchen staff can also toggle this on the monitor page. While all the settings are done, then click on Save Changes. Now let's go to the My Account page. Reload this page first. And here you can see Kitchen Monitor option. There are 2 available appearance, Grid and List. Here you can see all the orders. Let's click on Details of your newly added order, where you can see the details about it, where the order displays is about to pick up and the details about the item along with the price. This is the order status. From here, your staff will be able to view and manage the current status of your order item. For example, the recent status are prepping now. Now let's click on Details. The staff can choose it as oven for the customers. Here, this is the difference. Once your food is ready, the staff can make it as ready so the customers can see its updated status. Likewise, once the order has been completed, the staff can update and select its current status so the customer can clearly understand the progress of their order. As you can see, the status has been already changed. In these similar steps, our staff can control kitchen monitor so that customer can easily their order status, and this is the only for the staffs who are allowed to control their kitchen monitor. If you go to the order, you can see all the order list from here. Not only that, you can also print the invoice invoice as well as edit it. Let's click on it for this, and here you can see the order timeline along with the order status as completed. And this is how you can control your kitchen monitor. In the next stage, we will learn about Role Manager. Like previous, navigate to the front-end dashboard and go to the Role Manager, where you can create custom role, custom staff role with specific permission and menu access. From here, you can search your users by their name or email, and from below, you can choose menu access. If you choose inventory, from here you can also select your desired option for it. That means you can add your users for inventory management. Then click on Save Changes. Now let's go to the My Account page. To view the order details from the user dashboard, the customer must log in to their account. For the testing purpose, we will show how a user can log in and stay informed about the entire order process and its update. After logging, here, this is the appearance of the user dashboard. If you go to the inventory, you can see the stock overview like purchase orders and the stock alerts. Now let's back to the food menu settings to see another menu access like orders. At this moment, instead of inventory, now we will add order management permissions. Now let's click on Save Changes and go to the user dashboard. Reload it first. Now go to the orders and then all orders. If the user wants, they can create order from here further. They can choose and add their order from here. If we back to the all orders, it will be displayed here also. After the order menu access, now we will add kitchen monitor permissions from the food menu settings. While adding kitchen monitor, now go to the user dashboard again. Reload this first. And here it is. If the user click on the details, they can see their order status at this moment from their kitchen monitor. If the admin disable the dashboard and keep the kitchen monitor menu access, let's see how it does look. After saving the changes, go to the user dashboard and the kitchen monitor only appears here. Now let's back to the My Account page and go to the reports now. Here you will be able to see all the details about the report, like profit margin. You can see the total revenue, cost of goods, gross profit, gross margin. If you go to the waste cost, you can see its reason and the trend. Next is stock turnover, where you can see the details about it sold and etc. From the dashboard, you'll get an overview of it. Thank you for watching today's tutorial.